Good evening, welcome to ITV News. This is Tuesday's calendar with Christine Talbot and David Hurst.
And here are tonight's main stories. First tonight, to the claims that domestic abuse is not taken seriously enough following the announcement that the former Yorkshire and England cricketer Geoffrey Boycott is to receive a knighthood.
The 78-year-old was nominated for the honour in Theresa May's resignation honours list published today. But domestic abuse campaigners have criticised the decision because Sir Geoffrey was convicted in France more than 20 years ago of assaulting his then-girlfriend.
He's always strenuously denied the offence and says he couldn't give a toss about today's reaction.
Well, next tonight, yet more extraordinary events in Parliament as MPs sat until the early hours to vote down another attempt by Boris Johnson to force an election before the end of October.
With Parliament suspended from today for 5 weeks, a cross-party group of MPs led by Doncaster's Caroline Flint has said there is still time to achieve a Brexit deal. Well, I spoke to our political correspondent Joe Pike earlier and started by asking him about the dramatic suspension of Parliament.
It's always so noisy down there at the moment, isn't it? Well, still to the number of people out of work in our region has fallen.
Now, with the start of a new term upon us, it may not be only pupils who dread the start of another school year. Many parents are living in fear of the costs.
Well, with families in the north spending more than £300 on secondary school uniforms, parents speaking to ITV News say it's too expensive and not sustainable.
Many also say it's unfair for schools to insist that uniforms are bought from specific outlets. Ashna Hurinag has the story. Now, the ITV Evening News continues at 6:30. Here's a look at what's happening with Mary Nightingale.
Mary, thank you. Now, in September 1944, a deadly weapon began to be launched on Britain, a long-distance missile that travelled at the speed of sound and took just minutes from launch to impact.
The V2 was the most advanced weapon created by the Nazis, and if all had gone according to plan, it could have destroyed communities in Yorkshire and even lost us the war. In the second of his reports, Derek Johnson went to France to find out just how real the threat was. Derek, thank you. Fascinating stuff, isn't it?
John.
Much. Now, new Huddersfield Town manager Danny Cowley says his managerial journey so far has been like a fairy tale and is desperate to continue climbing the divisions with his new club.
Danny and his brother Nicky, who joins as assistant manager, joined the Terriers yesterday after 3 years of unprecedented success at Lincoln City. Well, today they were unveiled at a press conference at Huddersfield's Canalside Training Complex, and there for us was Chris Doyle.
Now, Cricket and Yorkshire have made a promising start to their latest county championship match down at Taunton.
Well, now there were celebrations in the Woolpack and beyond last night as Emmerdale scooped a top TV award onto all the Emmerdale team.
Yep, absolutely. Now, it's been 4 years since the lives and loves of those upstairs and downstairs at Downton Abbey were last seen on TV.
This week, though, fans of the hit show will find out what's been happening at the stately home as the long-awaited movie hits the cinemas.
Last night, the stars were out for the London premiere, but as Martin Fisher's been finding out, South Yorkshire is also playing a starring role.
Oh, it looks great. Here's John now with the weather.
Thank you. The national and international stories follow shortly with Mary Nightingale.
But for now, from all the team here on Calendar, thanks very much for watching. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye.
Bye. And international stories follow shortly with Mary Nightingale.
But for now, from all the team here on Calendar, thanks very much for watching. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye.
Bye.